Welcome everyone to the video, and today we are going to talk about what is helping me in the Crowns challenge and what is the best team/characters. Now, I have gotten a lot of requests for this video because Crowns challenge does give the best rewards in the game, so we're going to talk about each one and who are really putting in the work for me. Let's start off with the Night Watch Tower. And the Night Watch Tower, the first thing I will have to say is Sansa Stark. Sansa Stark has the ability to give lots of renew, which will help with sustain in the battle and be able to let you punch up. If you have a 4-star Sansa, she will have the ability when someone is debuffed to grant that ally renew and give the other opponent ice. It's very important. She is a crucial character for the Night Squad tower. So that is the first character. The second character who is putting in a lot of weight for me in that tower is Theon Greyjoy. He has a fast speed nuke, which is great against Sansa's, and he also inflicts ice with a chance for 2, and he attacks brittle enemies. He does all sorts of great things. You do need him at high stars because he is a marksman, so he is squishy, but you could use him in 2 towers, so he's highly recommended, and you could get him for free in the purple summons. And then finally, in the Night Watch Tower, who's putting in a lot of work for me, is King in the North, Jon Snow. And he is someone you're probably going to have if you're doing the Rob's War event. He does spread a lot of ice around, which is super important to get someone brittle so that your other characters can tag in and knock them out. Make someone brittle, and then use someone like Theon to give them the KO. So Jon Snow, King in the North, very important. Mine is level 198. Yes, he is 7 stars, but he is only level 198. So a 4 to 5 star King in the North will do you well. I do use Catelyn Stark in there for a little bit extra sustain, but it's not necessary. You don't really need her. I use Ned. Everyone has Ned, so you could use that. Let's talk about the next tower, and that is the Crownlands Tower, which has a lot of people stumped of what to do in this tower. Well, you could use Theon again in this tower. Great nuke, great abilities to do that. You could use Alicent Hightower to give people fire, remove debuffs passively, and then also a little bit of healing. I have her at 5 stars. 4 stars is fine there. But the main combo, I have a 2-man combo in this tower, which is so special. It's not even funny. I use Lord Varys, who you could use in 2 towers, by the way, so he's definitely recommended. I use Lord Varys to scout the boss. So let's say I'm facing a Sansa or someone super high. I will scout them, give them defense down for 4 turns, lowers their defense, and then I will use Peter Baelish to nuke them and kill them. He does a great job of it. You just have to be careful with Baelish when you have him because he will do a lot of damage to certain allies. So your weakest ally that you don't care about, you could just do the damage to them. Baelish also gains an attack shield, stuns, wounds, and deceives. And I am using him for his lead. So when someone uses their skill, each ally loses 20% stamina, no big deal. But he's going to gain stamina. And all allies gain an attack shield. So he's providing sustain. He is really the main reason why I could beat that tower. That is the tower that causes everyone the most trouble. Peter Baelish is there to do great things. So you have 2 nukes. You have Theon as a nuke, Baelish as a nuke. You have Lord Varys for defense down, which is super important. Alicent is great in there for applying fire and healing. But the main combo is Lord Varys and Baelish for me. If you don't have Baelish, you could use Lord Varys and then Theon. You just have to wait for the move to be ready. And then we have the next tower, which is the Stormlands Tower. And the Stormlands Tower, you can either, if you have a super green team, if you're green, my green team is not a super green team. And what I mean by super green team are 6-star greens, because when you get to 6-star, you start combat with 10 birthright. 10 birthright, that'll increase damage. So if you have the greens, they are there and they are doing great things. But in this case, what I am using are the Baratheons. I'm using the Baratheons in this tower. Lord Varys, you get him twice. I'm using Brienne. I have Brienne. She's super strong. Stannis is a must-have in there. I'm using Melisandre. I'm using Robert, but Robert is kind of squishy because he is an epic, so he does die on the later levels. Looking forward to when Barristan becomes the gold Baratheon, because supposedly he's getting a buff for his health, which is very important. He will be a gold Baratheon. Now the Baratheon team, you do need high stars and high levels, I feel like, and sometimes you do need a lot of replays. But what's really nice in the Baratheon team is you have the team up tile with Melisandre and Stannis, so you're going to be looking for lots of vertical matches and triggering them, because it'll do 15% extra gem damage for 3 turns, which is huge considering you're getting 125% boost on top of that with Stannis and the Baratheon bonus. You're also going to want to save Lord Varys's defense down slow speed move on the boss. You are going to, when you face Sansa, when you face tough bosses, you are going to wait for a good board, save your team up tiles if you can. I mean your special tiles if you can. Use the ability, get the defense down, use all your guys' abilities, and go ahead and plow through and do that. That will help you out tremendously. And then we have the final tower, which is my weakest one. And I'm not sure if I'm going to beat it this go around, because I do feel like I need more stars and levels. And a lot of these towers you have to remember, it's a stat check. If you're not beating it, you might be underpowered, undergeared. So you might need more levels and more stars, which you will get over time. And the pit is really all about fire. You need to inflict lots of fire. So my MVPs for this are Daenerys, who will start the match off like Ned, giving everyone fire. That's the first step. And then we unload with her AoE when you have lots of fires. Then Alicent is so clutch in this tower. Alicent will afflict all enemies with fire. She heals. And this is the combination in this tower that I'm liking a lot. And it's not going to be accessible for many people, but she does remove debuffs, and Drogon will give someone fire when he does his special. And sometimes she will cleanse 1 to 2 of these fires with her passive ability. Drogon is super important because he does a lot of damage, and he has a 90% chance to inflict 4 fire upon his target. So it's very important to do that and get things rolling with Drogon. It's very important. He does 4 fire. It's just super special. It's super good. I have Rhaenyra in here. Rhaenyra will do fire on everyone, but I feel like she's a little weak right now. And I feel like this is the team I need to work on the most. I need to add a lot of levels to them. Again, it is a stat check game and a star check game. But in this tower, Alicent, the rework on Alicent has helped me out so much. I've done great things with Alicent, lots of healing. Just her ability to remove debuffs and grant the ally renew is amazing. Now, I am using in this tower Grey Worm, but my Grey Worm is only 4 stars, so he does die a lot. And I do have full legendary gear on him, so just for you guys that are struggling in the Crowns challenge, just realize you need more stars, you need more levels, and you need the right team. I was debating between going to the Mender because he has the ability to give someone more fire when fire is applied, and then he also heals for a big portion of max HP and remove debuffs. So that is a good consideration, but he is a common, so I would need to probably max him out, and I'd rather use the silver to upgrade my top end guys more. Another guy who's going to be amazing in this tower, but you need high stars on him because he could be quite squishy, is Viserys, because Viserys, every 3 turns, if you have him at 4 stars, he's going to apply fire to 3 enemies. Every 3 turns. So you could just do great things. And then Alicent has a chance to remove the fire that's put on himself. So solid options. These are my recommendations and my teams that I am using for Crowns Challenge. It is the best mode in the game for resources. I highly recommend you guys working on it. And every season, just have a game plan and try to improve. It's going to take a while, but the rewards are worth it. Comment below and let me know what you think. And I will talk to you guys in the next video. Take care all.